Welcome to the preliminary PPP screening report of Chadwando Referral Hospital project. This is a project being conducted by UMI MBA 30 cohort students. And here is the executive summary and the recommendations. The Ministry of Health is undertaking the proposed project in the northern flank of Wakiso district through PPP arrangement. And this project aligns with the Uganda Vision 2040, the 4th National Development Plan, and the National Policy on PPP in Health, aiming to strengthen access to quality medical care. The private sector will undertake the design, finance, build, operations, and maintenance, ensuring efficiency and sustainability. The project is intended to be a state-of-the-art 205-bed inpatient hospital equipped with a state-of-the-art set of modular theaters, modern imaging facilities, and specialized health amenities, all aimed at improving healthcare access and service delivery. The project will cost United States dollars 50 million, and the financing strategy includes 70% debt financing and 30% equity from shareholders. The economic analysis indicates strong viability with a positive net present value and base IRR of 18%. The value for money analysis is standing at 16.67% against a threshold of 5%. And this project will be on 10 hectares of land in Chitukutwe, Wakiso district, and 2 of those hectares are presumably have been secured. The project posits to ensure healthy human capital for the nation, job creation, economic development, and expand healthcare coverage, and also has the potential to deliver high-quality health services with easy accessibility. Project description and outline of the technical solution. The Chadwando Referral Hospital project, a state-of-the-art 205-bed inpatient hospital, which will be equipped with a state-of-the-art set of modular theaters, modern imaging facilities, and specialized health amenities, will be implemented in Chitukutwe, Wakiso at a cost of USD 50 million. The project will be under PPP arrangement and will serve as an auxiliary referral hospital to handle all kinds of general and specialized medical care for up to 3 million residents of Wakiso, Luweero, and Mukono. The private sector will undertake the design, the finance, the build, and operation of the project for a 15-year long-term contract tenure, and then it will revert the hospital project back to the government. And this project will be premised on 10 hectares of unencumbered land. 2 of those hectares are presumed to have been secured. The needs and benefits and the suitability of the solution proposed by Chadwando Referral Hospital project. This project is suitable for improving healthcare quality, efficiency, and access by leveraging private sector expertise and investment while addressing gaps in public funding. The benefits include enhanced service quality, shorter waiting times, and better patient satisfaction, as seen in some examples, majorly international ones. However, success depends on careful planning, strong contract management, and transparency, as well as policy in place. The benefits of the project include improved patient outcomes, enhanced efficiency and access, risk transfer, attracting investment, and fighting corruption, as explained in our presentation. The suitability of this project in Uganda: number 1, the strategic alignment. This project aligns with the government of Uganda's goals of better public service delivery and increased economic growth, which area and requirement in the health sector is yet to be tapped. And there is an established framework which makes this project suitable. The National Policy on Public-Private Partnership in Health, as well as the PPP guidelines, that's the Act and the regulations, also provide a framework for structuring and managing this particular project. This project leverages private sector strengths in the areas of efficiency and expertise, and can complement public sector resources, such as in specialized areas like sickle cell disease management, or where it comes to building specialized referral hospitals. This project is also suitable as it provides the potential for decongestion. The subject procurement adequately delivers services and helps decongest overburdened public health facilities such as Mulago and other that are not mentioned herein, like Nakasero, Kampala Hospital, and to mention but a few. Accessibility. Why is this project suitable? The project will be easily accessible to over 3 million potential clientele in the Wakiso-Mukono-Luwero axis, avoiding delays caused by jam and other bottlenecks in our existing transport infrastructure. Why is this project suitable for PPPP? There is value for money potential in this project, which stands at 16.67 against a threshold of 5%. And so this will promote efficiency through innovation, project timeliness, and cost-effective management. The private sector expertise and innovation can also be harnessed in this particular project, and as well as this, it will also leverage expertise that will also improve service quality, but also add on patient satisfaction and operational sustainability. The market sounding for the project indicates that there is growing private sector interest on the project to design, finance, build, operate, and maintain it for better delivery of the project. Preliminary analysis shows a moderate to strong market appetite for healthcare PPP projects in Uganda due to certain shifting perceptions. Equally, the existing PPP Act and institutional framework provides a favorable investment environment for private operators. Debt financing for the project will be available with a long repayment period of 8 years at reasonable rates. Risk allocation and government commitment have also been secured, and the government will take care of the political, regulatory, and land acquisition risks consistent with its roles under the PPP framework, while the private partner will take on the construction, operational, and general technical and managerial risks. Shared risks will include revenue fluctuations, anticipated, and other things that will come in the sense of those executions. And so this project is an excellent fit. As we've seen, in terms of affordability, economic and financial pre-analysis indicate that the project is affordable with current fiscal limits. The fiscal commitments of USD 2 million per year for the contracting period are within acceptable budget ceilings, and their collective impact is fiscally manageable by the government. And as the project moves on, we shall see that the legal and regulatory frameworks that support private sector participation in PPP, in health, have actually been addressed through the PPP Act, the PPP regulations, as well as the related issues that have actually been given a clearance. Accreditation and licensing and registration of the project will be handled by the relevant regulatory bodies such as the Uganda Medical and Dental Practitioners Council. Other regulatory issues such as the EIA and the enforcement of the Environmental Management Act shall be handled by NEMA, and cases that require arbitration shall be handled by Ministry of Justice and Constitutional Affairs. Key stakeholders include the private investors, Gonero Consortium, with the partners as mentioned there, 51% for FC Capital Ventures, Avaya Medicare, Robotech, and PMR. Financials will include the World Bank Group, the Mark Foundation, and the Standard Bank Group. Government and international partners are listed down there, and the general public is also a stakeholder in this particular project. This project has already identified 10 hectares of unencumbered land, and the project is ready with an indication of moderate to strong pending completion of detailed feasibility and transactional advisory stages of the PPP. The government commitment for the project has been secured, and draft PPP agreement is pending Solicitor General's approval. Information available is there for this project, such as the population health statistics, the disease burden indicators, preliminary conceptual designs, land tenure, ownership records, and indicative cost estimates have also been availed. In terms of outline of the project, upon approval by the PPP committee, the detailed feasibility study will commence, and an advisor, a transaction advisor, shall be engaged to complete the missing feasibility and financial modeling data, and the tendering process will take place. The draft action plan has also been indicated there below, as well as we have the screening tool dashboard snippets, which show that the project is strategically suitable at 5.0. It has a preliminary feasibility of 4.46. Risk assessment stands at 4.83, as well as PPP suitability at 5, fiscal affordability at 4.2, and institutional capability at 5. In conclusion, the referral project is a justifiable and beneficial approach that can improve healthcare access, efficiency, and quality by leveraging private sector expertise and funding to supplement public resources. To be successful, the project shall be carefully designed to ensure fair risk sharing, transparent procurement, and a clear focus on equitable access for all citizens, particularly the most vulnerable. Thank you very much.